All right. So to start, we opened the portal. It kind of replaced the whole world tab right here. It's what I was saying about being more new light and returning player friendly. Basically, it shows our latest expansion. The other one, you could go to the tower from here. We've got events right now. The dawning. It's gonna end soon though. We got we have like a baby battle pass. It resets every week. Challenges give us 50 bright dust per week. These reset every day, giving 30 per day. This would be 150 per week. We could get Ascendant shards and a cipher and an engram. This will actually once you open it, it decrypts itself to be any of this loot pool, either the armor one or the weapon one, but you can't save it for later and decrypt it, sadly. And then we got orders here. They're basically just like little missions that you get just weapons, money, all that stuff. They actually increase in rarity. You see there's like a order chance. So they go from common to legendary to exotic. This thing, what it does, you gotta get kills with the new lightsaber. I'm trying to work on that. And it'll actually give you any of these colors, except these two right here, because those are in the Eververse. And this one you find in the dungeon. I'm still working on that. But right. So then we got solo ops, because I'm a solo player. Mostly it helps, but to a certain point the loot is low-key ass. And it caps you off at what is this? 400 power isn't too bad, but the the max right now is 550. I'm close. Have actually I'm pretty okay. You got fire team ops. This is probably the best way to farm power because it cut everything from missions to old like what we used to call strikes back then. And if we go to the top, these they actually just brought them back. They brought them back 2 weekly resets ago. There's these Grandmaster Vanguard alerts are called, but they're just Grandmaster Nightfalls. But that's a good way. Then we got Arena. I haven't tried these, but they're 6 people activities. I know this thing, the Nightmare Ops Containment, that's from the Leviathan raid a long time ago. I don't know what this is from or this, but I think they're just old stuff they brought back. Pinnacle, these are actually our like exotic missions. We can see there's some dungeon encounters. There's a onslaught. Sadly, it doesn't drop brave weapons anymore. So no, that's the wrong one. We can't farm things like let's see. Archetype. This is also like a new dim kind of thing I was saying. Yeah, we can't farm these brave weapons anymore, sadly. They were really good. I regret not farming them before. But it is what it is. This is like the new vault. We got 250 more space, so now we're at 1,000. We got weapons, armor, and equipment. We got filter. We could do by slot, archetype, damage type, ammo, gears, all these stuff. You could see that. But yeah, there's more dungeon counters. Crucible, of course. Trials, comp, snowball fight's gonna leave soon. What else? There's this here. I never really use it, but it kind of shows, you know, what you could do, I guess. You know, the world tab is still really useful. You know, you could use it for accessing the older DLCs like, we'll say, Lightfall, Witch Queen. We can't do Forsaken anymore. But I mean, we got Shadowkeep. Well, you could also launch the dungeons from here, trying to get fragments, Vesper's Hose, Steepstone. You could use these up here. The Vanguard's kind of useless because there's strikes, nightfalls. This is on the moon. I don't know if that syncs with the one up here. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we got this Grandmaster alert. Then we got this thing actually. No champions. Interesting. Barriers. This does look easier than the Portal version, though. I will say that. There's Crucible. Along with the Portal, you could actually do this. If you go to any activity, these up here are the match-made ones. The, you know, Fire Team, it'll load you in a Fire Team, of course. Solo, this is just random playlist. But let's say I were to go down here. I like running, where is it at? Devil's Lair. If I go to customize, you see all this stuff here. We could actually put on modifiers to increase the reward score. I'm already getting tier 5 gear, as you could see from the 5 little diamonds here. But I'm already getting tier 5s, but let's say I wasn't, you could put on modifiers, all this stuff that boosts up the score, and that gets you a chance at tier 5s. I'm on the highest difficulty now. I'm actually, shit bro, minus 50. Interesting. Not minus 50 though. Let's see. Right. What else? There's actually more weapon types now. As you can see, micro missile frame. It's a pulse rifle, but it shoots little rockets. I don't know how to explain it well, so I'll just show you. If we go to the tower now, and we come down here, we actually got a shooting range. And it helps DPS tests, weapons, builds. You could summon in like bosses, factions, all that. You could test on them. It's pretty useful to a certain point. Yeah, sadly, like, of course, you said you won't have Gallahorn. Probably won't have all those exotics, but I mean, you could still farm for them, honestly. Looks like I always like going Cabal, and then you know we got this area shows our enemies. We go to Carl. Carl, the king of testing, bro. Dummy of practice. Up here, that kills everything. We could respawn him. This thing will actually turn him on and make him so he shoots us. We got a rally. This thing will clean our DPS here. Fuck. That's strange. Right, so we got Carl now. Boom. This is the new rocket frame, by the way. Like that. It's like a pulse rifle, but shoots rockets and special ammo. Up here we got total damage and our DPS. We shoot this one, resets it. You know, we got our different factions here. If I want, that's new in the final shape. I don't know if you played that, but yeah, back when we got prismatic, yeah, we got those dudes. I always forget what these are called. Hive, top tier enemies. Scary. No, that's the Taken. See the Hive? It is. We get Golgoroth from King's Fall. So yeah, we got that. It's easier to test out builds like this. You know, King Crack's good kind of gas. I asked you a while ago, you said you didn't really get to play with Bolt Charge. You know, because you're like a punch monkey retard titan. It's honestly so easy to get. It's brain dead. They did kind of nerf it, but it's still broken. Um, what else? What else? You know, the Eververse, Battle Pass, Quest. It's all the same. They changed it in the final shape. Again, I don't know if you played back then when we got Prismatic, but basically made it so you don't get strange coins anymore from dares. You just do anything here, any of these activities, you get strange coins. And then he doesn't spawn like I remember he would have what's it called? A special spot in the tower, Nessus, and I forgot the third place, but basically he's always every weekend in the same spot now. Up no, that's here we are. Um you could get he sells different weapons now. Some are adept, thankfully, from older seasons. I think that's how. What's an adept I have? It's an adept. Right. If we go to grenade launchers, grenade launcher. I do have. Oh, it's probably on my Titan, not gonna lie. But he could sell all sorts of things. You know, even adept gear. Pretty cool. Yeah.
The schematics for this structure.
Banshee now, hold on, let me show you. The weapons he sells rotate
Let's
every
get
week
started.
during every reset, but the roles change every day. That's ugly as hell. Repulsor brace, interesting. You could focus different things at him.
I'll see you at the shooting
Um,
range.
I did tell you earlier you could buy adept weapons. I don't think it's Zavala who sells them anymore.
Greetings.
But also, yeah, every week, if we, where's it at? Here we are. If we level up this battle pass, you can see we get Armory Requisition 1, credits, expansion 2. I haven't gotten this. I probably should work on that. But what it does is we come to Zavala every week. We open this, and we literally get a free tier 5. So even like you, if you just started playing right now, you could probably get a couple tier 5s by next week. There are interesting. You could get other weapons like from back then. but they do come with randomized perks. Interesting. You know, we got armor, of course.
No, I can
So
count on you.
if it's not Zavala, it's gonna be over here. Shit. Been at the tower a couple times, but like still died of stupid shit.
A wonderful dawning
The
today.
whole still the GOAT, though they did change him in Final Shape.
Perhaps a
You
barker is
could get
warranted.
new exotics you want, but you could focus ones you already have with an engram, money, and 2 shards. Shards are real easy to get, and you don't really need to spend them anymore. Basically, we go, you know, I think for you, you're on computer, so it's I don't know, that one button, but you go to the right. You know, you could focus any new exotic that you don't already have. So let's say I wanted speaker's sight. I'm thinking of getting this. You know, it says unlock item in collections. I don't have it yet. I'd come here. I'd spend 1 engram and 1 cipher, and boom, now it's mine. So that's the same. But now, you know, we got our vault, exotic kiosk, still to go. And then we have this. This is new. They actually added it during Edge of Fate. What it means by chronologues. Here we are. If we go to the baby battle pass, you can see it gives us, okay, so just 50 chronologues a week from the mini battle pass. And then if we look at the real one, you see we get 100 on what looks like the second of every page and some more later on. But you come here to this monument to seasons past next to a kiosk. You could exchange them if you don't want anything. Basically, you could get this chance at free old Eververse exotic stuff. Oh, that's pretty clean. Hey, of course, for your good old sex mythoclast. Um, oh, but yeah, you could do that if you don't want chronologues. You could get Cypher. Oh shit! Wait, I didn't know you could get these here. But this if you want craftable. This if you want more drip. Strange coins. I should probably go spend some alloys, shards, all that, and then basically what you see here. All these are the paid. It's the paid battle pass. The bottom one from the past seasons, basically since Destiny 2 was released, I believe. We got all these season of arrivals all the way to now in Lawless. No, Reclamation. This is last, like, how do I say it? The last season's battle pass. We got Siva looking armor. Siva from Destiny 1, like, what's it called? Outbreak, Perfected, and all that. You know, you could get all of this stuff. We got Hive themed. Of course, you have to own that season. So you'll see here, I only have these two. This one I actually bought 2 battle passes, but like if you go to Echoes, this was the first one in Final Shape. I can't buy it. I need the archived pass. So I'd go here, 600 silver. I think it's like what, $6, and yeah, now I have access to all this. And you spend chronologues to buy all that, you know, cipher. So we got the light and dark saga, basically all this back from the Red War to final shape. You know, you can buy like Grand Overture, My Go, Dragon's Breath, still so good. I love it. What else? Forsaken. You actually need the called, you need the corresponding DLC to actually be able to buy all of these. And this is a good way to like I guess bypass the this thing. So what else? Like I don't have Ariana's Vow. It's that like really high caliber pistol, special ammo. So here it is. I don't have $6, we'll say, to buy this battle pass. It's kind of clean. So I wouldn't be able to get Ariana's Vow. Well, I own the DLC now. So we come over here. I probably shouldn't be explaining, this, but yeah, Forsaken, uh, good old Sleeper. I want Legend of Acreus, but I need spoils and I'm a solo player. Can't be soloing raids. Oh, then we come back here, Legacy gear. You see, we got all this pre-masterworked baddies, bro. I'm telling you, we got Last Right, my favorite Yeehaw gun. Buy with opening shot, reconstruction, pretty good in PvP. So I'll take that. I have one in my vault somewhere. It's pretty good. We got Mountaintop. This is so good for skipping encounters because of the micro missile frame. You basically just rocket jump. We got all this old stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, this SMG from a while ago. Yeah, I mean, that's base. Oh, the stats, right. So they changed up stats now. They added weapon and health, melee, grenade, super, and class. They've basically just been dumbed down to serve a purpose. So right now, we'll see I have zero melee, not running a melee build right now. But it says my melee ability cooldown is 2 minutes. That'll 2 minutes, 212. All that's still there, but it's 2 minutes right now. If I were to put on all these armors with a melee stat, now I could see it's at 160. The cooldown went from 2 minutes to now 38 seconds, and you get 190% more energy for it on damage and all that. And for going above the 100 stat threshold, basically the stat, if you go from 0 to 100, that increases the cooldown. But if you go from 101 to 200, it increases damage. And of course, we still got all these mods that you could boost the stat. Now I'm at 170. We'll do in PvE 21% more damage, 14 in PvP. This is great for Titans if you're running like what feedback fence or Doomfangs, Ursa Furiosa, all that. But let's see, super great for DPS because you could slap on 200 super and you'll do, I believe it was a max of 63% more damage. And if you do that with something like Thunder Crash, Chaos Reach, then you'll be doing serious damage. Then there's the weapon stat. Gives you reload and handling from 0 to 100. Extra damage from 101 to 200. And it's actually pretty good in PvP. In PvP, you basically want, well, in Crucible or Trials, you basically want at least 150 health, at least, we'll say, what, like about 180 weapons, and as much as you can after that in Super, because, Supers basically win Trials. If, like, it's a tiebreaker, a Super will easily clutch that up. Um, I don't know if you'll get these because you'll be logging on a new account. They're requisition orders. They gave us these during Edge of Fate after Final Shape when all these changes happened to get, you see it's in a grenadier archetype, meaning more grenade, or specialist, so more class, all that.
Needs some polish.
Fuck. What was I talking about? Right, requisition orders. You get 30 of these to start, and they're universal across all your accounts. Like, well, all three characters is what I mean. Basically, let's say, like, Verities. Very good exotic. What should have trash shader? But clearly we could see it's a grenade exotic, meant to boost our grenade so much, hella just turn it into a nuke. Well, when I got it for the first time, it was in the, hold on, we'll do helmet for Warlock. Should have an old Verity. No, I probably infused it. But yeah, I rolled it in melee stat. Melee wouldn't buff this at all. This is a grenade buffing exotic, so of course, what you could do is you take one of these. Well, you just go to Ada in the tower, basically. Over here, talk to her. She'll have an option, and with that, you could actually like you could get another Verity's Brow, but this time it'll be in grenade, not melee, or whatever stat you want to focus in. Of course, everything has their, I don't know, their synergies. Like, I had a Curus, it rolled in weapon, sadly, but then I used one of these requisition orders and I turned it in super, so hopefully get that damage bump. Uh, yeah. What's his name? Saint, all the way over there. He now sells armor. Like, you don't actually have to do trials for old armor now. Of course, every season they change the trials weapons and the armor. This season's is a new demotic,
Understood my mission when the
something like
time
that.
put it in me.
And
But
armor
now,
sets actually matter
I
now,
cannot
sadly. I
articulate
haven't
it.
really
The deep black is many things, but never lonely.
Zeriap, mad respect though. I haven't
I
really
have
been
explained it the best that I
paying
can.
attention to this, but not only do you now have to have an armor piece for every stat category in every section, but as you can see, this is the Sword Master cover. I just have a piece of drip on it. Shout out to the PS5 helmet, by the way. But right, this is the Sword Master cover. You can see they have set bonuses now. There's a 2-piece and 4-piece sets. This is actually from the Swordmaster. This is from Pinnacle Activities. Basically, let me show you. There's an armor set for PvE,
I understood my
Pinnacle
mission when the time
PvE,
put it in me. But
and
now,
Crucible has its own. I believe they're called these, the Last Discipline. That's the PvP stat. I mean, the PvP armor for this season. It has its own stat bonuses. So now basically you gotta have, for example, a Sword Master helmet with every stat, so all the stats, so that you could, let's say I'm trying to run a melee build and I want this set bonus. Well, I'm gonna have to get this Sword Master cover to get the set
the
bonus
old days
with
linger.
the melee archetype, so that way actually, like, you could make the build. And I mean, you could, you don't have to use these. They're kind of useful, but they're not game changing. Like probably your subclass weapons and exotic armor and regular stats. These are way more like reliable than the set bonuses. So there's that. They reworked Zero a while ago. I
I
don't know if you
read a
bought it, but
message
he
from the
sells
Nile.
bet he sells a surfboard. It's called the Surfboard. Get it? Get it? Cause like Zur and it's a surfboard. It should be right here if you haven't bought it. Of course, if you have Final Shape, you could buy the class item. Basically, it you could only use it when you're using prismatic. Where does it say? Um, right, we hover it over. This randomly rolled perk will only be active while a prismatic subclass is equipped. Sadly, it doesn't work with the light and darks. But it can basically roll with two um two exotic like perks,
Is it your will to return?
and they can cross class um like class restraints. So as you can see, I got let me try and find a Titan one for you to explain. Here, we got Stoicism. This is the Titan class armor. And, you know, we got Spirit of Horn. Of course, Capri's Horn, pretty good. But then we got Ophidian. The Ophidian aspect, I don't know if you know, but it's actually
It is my fate to help you.
a
This
Warlock
I know.
arm exotic. So these
What
class items
happens when
allow you to
every
kind of
cell is dead?
transcend the barrier between exotic classes. But yeah, I mean, look at this for melee build, additional melee charge, and they do poison and spread poison now. If I was gonna run like, you know, a glaive and you know, just a melee build in general, trying to slap on like this for the 3 charges, yeah, it's pretty good. But in general, you'll probably get more value out of a regular exotic than with something like, you know, the class item. But of course,
May we
Zur
speak?
sells 2 armor pieces per week per class, and they all have their own um archetype. It's called. Basic use heat, as you can see here. For Brawler, the primary stat, meaning you're gonna get 30 in melee. I think it's 25 or 20 in health, and then you get 15 in any random stat. So it's pretty decent overall. You know, strange gear offers. It's actually selling an Adept Slammer with Eager's Edge. That's really nice.
It was never
Let me get
mine.
myself a couple. This I've been looking forward to. 1-2 punch. This thing will meh, but 1-2 punch. Back
It
when I
was
head over to
never
my
mine.
Brain Rot Titan, that's gonna be so useful. Always like the
May it
exotic
change your
engram.
fate.
Crap.
I know.
You know,
I
he has a
bring gifts
trials
of the
weapon. Like,
Nine.
if you don't have
Gifts
access
you
to
sorely
trials for
need.
not having the newest DLC, well, boom, trials weapon. I
Of
just like buying these
exchange.
because they look drippy as hell. You know the god rolls though. Let's see if I could get a red border.
It was never
No,
mine.
the fuck is this? I mean, it's not bad, but fusion rifle. We dead ass. You're gonna take that? Hell
I.
no.
These are from the
You know he
Nine.
sells Hawk Moon now. The stats can change. Moving in combat. Nah, not the best. He has this thing. It's like a membership program. Yeah, Xur's membership program. You spend 47 strange coins, you get more from doing activities, and it can stack. You see, usually it only lasts 7 days. It only lasts 7 days till the next reset, but it stacks. So I have 3 days left on this one. It just gave me another 7. Potentially, you could get up to like a million days worth of extra strange coins, but they lowered the strange coin cap from I don't remember the old max, but now it's 199. So yeah.
It is yours now.
It is what it is. I'm not really gonna argue.
The thread.
What else? Right, you're worried about leveling. No, of course, Soraya, she has a what's it called? I already reset her this
What can I do
season,
for you?
but you know, these engrams drop everything now will drop at 300 power. Before it didn't, it started at 200. So that's gonna save you and new players a lot of time. I mean, so much time. So much. I mean, it sounds like 100 power levels isn't a lot, but when you're that low and like that trash, trust me, it is genuinely a pain in the ass, bro. These pants are pretty nice too. Shout out to them. You, ooh, this is a decent angle, but they're baggy, bro. Like they're kind of drippy, you know. They boost the Guardian drip. Of course, she would have a pinnacle gear right here, meaning every week, or well, whenever you get to here, you could claim a max power armor or weapon engram, either or. So that would boost your light level a lot. I mean, from starting at 300, you potentially get a 550 legs. That would be pretty good. Of course, it's not really
Take care of
repeatable. You'd have
yourself,
to
okay?
reset
The
her a
bird distract
shitload,
you? He does that.
but yeah.
Look out up ahead. Your rogue is
Honestly,
doing
I
you
could
know what again.
use a fire team member, especially because I've been trying to do a lot more endgame content. I mean, like, I've been checking out what raids are easy to solo. Uh, I tried Bog. I think I told you about the first Bog encounter. That was brain rot, bro. I don't even think it's soloable, not gonna lie. But I think I found a method. I just have to try it sometime. But yeah, like, it's up to you if you're willing to play again.
Yes?
It's probably much easier than it was before. But I mean,
See
I'll
you
leave
next
that
time.
up to you though.
Perhaps.
Yeah.